Honor your introvert. Some of the times when we feel tension or stress or insecure, uneasy, it's because we are trying to be somebody we're not. And before I really learned a lot about introverts and extroverts and the differences in their personalities and whatnot, I found that there's a social tendency in workplaces or in social gatherings and parties and things like that for introverts trying to fit in and act extroverted. And when I used to do that, I would feel this uneasiness and this tension, like I'm trying to be somebody I'm not. And then when I read about introverts and I read about other introverts and the things that they like and don't like, and just more about their personality types, that they like quiet, that social settings with a lot of people tend to exhaust them. They prefer one-to-one, deeper, meaningful conversations than being the life of the party or more superficial, like going to clubs or going to bars. They prefer to read, meditate, write, things that are more introspective. And it was just like a light bulb went off and said, man, that's who I am. And oftentimes when we don't validate who we are, it does create this insecurity because we're trying to be somebody we're not. It creates this tension and disharmony. And there's probably many people out there that are introverts and have no idea. Or any other personality types. I mean, I can't imagine if someone was gay and having to hide that and trying to conform and keeping it from people and not being your true self. That really is so disruptive, and putting on masks for approval, it's not worth the benefit. The benefit, yes, people might like us more and we might get more approval, but the cost is it takes so much effort. It's so draining. We can't connect with kindred spirits or similar people because we're not advertising our true self, and it's suffocating. It's just takes too much energy, stress, and work to be false, to not be true to yourself. And there's just something freeing by living and getting your comfort, your confidence, your security within instead of without, instead of being dependent on what others say, think, or do about you. Now, this is something that takes time. It takes practice, and it's really deeply ingrained in us, this need for social approval, because it's part of our evolutionary psychology. 100, 500,000 years ago, when we were tribes or groups or clans, when you lived in the clan, if you didn't get social approval, the chances of surviving diminished, especially if you were kicked out of the clan. So everything is geared towards obedience, towards fitting in, towards conformity. And today, those same evolutionary principles don't apply to the same degree. Yes, in work situations, if you rock the boat too much, you're going to lose your job and things like that. But I found, especially for introverts, that I'm just much more at peace by being quiet and observing and not needing to kiss ass, not needing to play the game, but just doing my job well. And then outside of work, finding those situations which I enjoy. I don't enjoy going to clubs or bars or where there's a lot of loud noise, or where I'm going to have to, oh, hi, how are you? Oh, good to see you. I'm going to have to put on airs and play the role. I just want to be me. And in being me, it's alleviates so many other problems and stressors. And I think that that's really what most people struggle with, is first finding out who they are, and then having the courage or the audacity to be true to that, to their spirit, to the inner core of their being. As always, thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for commenting. I really appreciate your feedback and encouragement, and have a wonderful day.